guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're going to talk about the new Amazon Prime TV series, Outer Range, starring Josh Brolin. So I got to give you credit for this because this show wasn't even on my radar. And yeah, apparently it's been on yours, and you said we should watch it. So
yeah, I can't remember. I think I watched a trailer, but it's a little fuzzy. Definitely saw some posters for the show, and it was enough to, intrigue me.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy Josh Brolin. I think he is a good actor. And so, I don't know, it piqued my interest. And so.
Yeah, and it's been on for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I think you said it started on April 15th.
April 15th, yep.
So has it got 3 episodes or 4?
I think 4 or maybe.
It got 4?
Well, I felt like, I thought they had maybe done like a few at once.
I think they did 2 at first.
Yeah.
I think they did 2 at first.
Something
but yeah,
like
it's got 4 episodes. We only watched the first, so that's all we're going to talk about here today. And yeah, before we get into it, if this is your first time discovering us here on Married with Media, hit the subscribe button. Also like this video and comment down below if you have any thoughts on the show, if you've watched it, or if you're going to watch it based on whether or not we recommend it.
Yeah.
So we will be letting you guys know that at the end. And we'll try to keep it light on spoilers, but if we might get into some stuff that could be considered spoilers for sure, because that's just the way we like to talk about things.
Right. Yeah. We'll definitely try not to, but So the first episode is called The Void. The Void.
Do you want to read like just the overall synopsis for it?
Yeah. So according to is it
IMDb.
IMDb. I always
the
like
Internet Movie Database.
Okay, I always get the B and D like mixed up. Yeah. So, okay, it says a rancher fighting for his land and family discovers an unfathomable. I
can't talk.
That's a hard
word,
guys.
I can't talk.
Mystery at the edge of Wyoming's wilderness. So, there you go.
So that's a very vague description.
Yeah. Very.
And it's classified as drama, mystery, thriller. So going into this, like I was expecting like a Yellowstone type ripoff, and we haven't even watched Yellowstone, but I just know everybody's trying to be the next Yellowstone.
Right. A ranch.
It's a ranch. You got Josh Brolin. He's wearing a cowboy hat. You got some cows. So I thought it was going to be kind of like that. This show is really a whole lot more than that.
Right.
There's definitely mystery, but there's also like very obvious like science fiction elements, some fantastical elements. There's some mythology they try to insert, some like Greek mythology with Kronos. Yeah. And him splitting the earth with the synth and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what to expect going forward in this show. But I'm definitely intrigued.
Right. So just to kind of like, I don't know, like talk a little bit about the episode, which like I don't believe to be a spoiler because it's literally in like the poster.
It is on the poster. You showed me that, and I didn't know it was on the poster.
But basically, like in the first episode, like I feel like it gets started pretty good.
Yeah, this is probably like the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, you get. I don't know. I felt like the first episode was good, like introducing us to the characters and like, just like setting everything up essentially. But
and it did what a first episode of a TV series should do. It starts with a bang. It gets you interested. It gets you hooked in what's going on.
Yeah,
like there's some big stuff that happens in this first episode.
Right. And I actually just remembered it did the kind of setup to where it starts with the end of the episode.
Yes.
So basically the episode starts with how the episode ends. So and then we end up, backtracking, and then it leads us up to the
which ending. You called it like right before it happens. You knew exactly what was going to happen, who was going to be involved. Yeah. Like right before it happened. Yeah.
So but basically, long story short, he's got this big, beautiful ranch, and I kind of get the impression...
There's some cows that are missing, right? He's missing some cows.
Yeah,
that's also important.
Yeah, he's missing like 2 cows, I think. But like, it's definitely like a family ranch. It seems like they have kind of like a feud going with another ranch.
Yeah.
And... So anyway, there's a couple of cows missing. He's out on the ranch, like checking out his land and everything.
Sorry, I was trying to bring up the cast a little bit, but his wife is played by Lily Taylor, who I've seen act. She was in a movie called High Fidelity with John Cusack in the 90s. She was in the Conjuring movies, so she's a well-known actress.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you off.
Yeah, when he's out, like checking out the land or whatever, he basically comes upon this big black hole.
It's a black. It reminded me of like a bottomless pit, and like caves or something, but it's like perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah, it's a perfect circle.
It's got some like fog on top of it with like some rocks in it.
I don't know if it's like fog or like.
It's a striking visual.
Yeah, it's just like these. Yeah, kind of like.
I like the way they did it. It made it feel like very unique and distinct for this show.
Right.
Like I haven't seen a black hole look like that before.
Yeah, and so he's kind of like, what in the heck is this?
As you would do if you saw a mysterious black hole in your backyard.
And I remember saying like, well, that's definitely where his cows went.
Yeah.
But so he like kind of like tries to like throw some rocks down in there. Of course, he doesn't like hear it land, so he knows that this is like pretty deep. And so, but the interesting thing is that he decides, at least for the first episode, he decides to keep I can't talk, guys. To keep it a secret. He doesn't tell anybody about it. Because
up until the very end of the episode, he's the only one that's seen it. So you kind of are thinking to yourself, is it real?
Right.
Or is it in his head? Like, what's really going on here?
Right.
And then you get to the end, and another character in the episode sees the hole as well.
Right. And we won't go into that because I do believe that is a spoiler.
Yes.
What happens at the end. But it was definitely a great like cliffhanger.
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to watch the second. Like we have not watched the second episode yet because we want to do these reviews fresh when we're done with each episode.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean there's definitely quite a bit that happens in the first episode. Like I said, you kind of like learn about the family. There's like some other things going on. I feel like there's always like these kind of side stories or whatever that are going on.
There's a mysterious guy up in the mountains, like the old crazy man in the mansion. Who is
that guy?
Yeah, he's been in so many movies.
He's in Armageddon, I know.
I think his name's Will Patton. I looked it up real quick, but he's in Armageddon. He's in Remember the Titans. He's in the new Halloween movies. He's one of the sheriffs.
Which I think he's the other farm, right? That they kind of are feuding with or whatever.
Yeah, he's in a lot. He pops up in a lot of things.
Yeah, he's like So I don't know. I thought that it was a great first episode.
And there is something else big that happens like in the middle of the episode too, because you have that bar fight that happens, which we're not going to give away the details of that either, because it's a pretty big spoiler that kind of ties into the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, this is I'm really digging and interested in this show. I hope it doesn't drop the ball. I hope it remains interesting.
Right, that's always the test.
So we'll find out with episode 2, because it really started off with a bang.
Yeah.
I guess this was a really solid, probably one of the better first episodes I've seen in quite some time, I would say.
Yeah, and then like also just to briefly mention like kind of like a side story is like with the family, like Josh Brolin, like he's like the dad, but he has like 2 older sons.
Yeah.
And one of the older sons, you find out like his wife is missing.
Yes, which, talk about the cows missing.
Right.
Is her missing also tie in with the black hole?
Right. So
like we don't know that yet. Did she go wandering in the farm and fall into it or something?
Right. Or like, is it just totally unrelated? I mean, I think that's intentional. Like they want you to kind of wonder.
Because he's got a kid with her and everything, and they kind of act like she just up and left, and there's no real reason for it. Like they were kind of surprised by it. So
yeah, and I mean they do have like the police working on it, trying to find her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically they're just like one big family living in this farmhouse. It's got Josh Brolin as the dad, and then the mom, and then
the 2 sons.
the two older sons.
One of the sons is also was on Ozark. What I pointed out, he was the brother of.
Yeah, he's the one with the wife that's missing.
Yeah, he's the one with the wife that's missing. And you also got. I'll point her out because I feel like she's a recognizable actress. She's been in some stuff, but Imogen Poots. is in this. She's been in a few things that I've seen. I don't know if you've seen her in anything. No. But she's been in some like indie movies that I've watched.
Oh, okay.
So I just recognize the name.
Yeah, she didn't look familiar to me at all.
But she's kind of like a mysterious character that comes in to the equation probably about halfway through the show.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, there you have it. It was a great first episode. We're definitely going to keep watching it.
For sure. And we'll try to keep y'all up to date. Maybe we'll do every episode. Maybe we won't.
Yeah.
I don't know. But we do recommend that you watch it just based on the first episode.
Yeah. Do you want to rate it or?
Yeah, we can rate it.
What do you know what you would give it?
We going out of 5?
Yeah, out of 5 always.
Look, I think that this did absolutely what a first episode needs to do. I can't think of any ways it could be better, so I have to give it a 5 just based off of that. I would give it a 5.
Wow, okay.
Because I think that like I said, it's the best first episode. I think for a first episode of a new TV series, brand new TV series.
Right.
No other show has really hooked me like this.
Wow.
Not even Severance. And that was a really good first episode.
Yeah. That really surprises me.
I have to give it a 5 just based off of that. Now, will the show be a 5? Who knows? But this first episode, just based off of everything, I would give it a 5.
Because you were also tired when we watched it, and I felt like you were kind of falling asleep.
And I didn't fall asleep. Even when I laid down, because I kind of laid down for a second, I was still engaged and interested. I did not pass out at all.
Are you still awake?
Nope. I was into every moment of this show.
I thought it was a good first episode, but I'm definitely not going to give it a 5. I'd probably give it a 4.
Okay.
A 4 out of 5.
Okay. Just the way it's shot and filmed, like the cinematography, the scenery, just everything looks great. It's really I like the way it looks. Yeah. So Amazon Prime definitely has a potential hit on their hands. Yeah. So I would definitely jump on this and check it out. But let us know in the comment section below if you're gonna check it out. If you have, what are your thoughts? Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye.